Welcome to Rajeshwari's Commerce and Management Study Hub. I am Rajeshwari here. Let us discuss today 2024 question number 4 under marginal costing. From the following particulars, calculate contribution PV ratio break-even point in units and in rupees. What will be the selling price per unit if the break-even point is brought down to 75,000 units? How many units are to be sold to earn a profit of 20% on sale? Given information is fixed expenses is given, it is 4,50,000. Variable cost per unit is given 30. Selling price per unit is given 45. With the help of these three, we need to find out all the required questions. Let us calculate first contribution. What are the given information? Given information is fixed expenses is given. Fixed cost is 4,50,000. Then variable cost per unit is given. It is 30. Then selling price per unit is given. It is 45. First we need to find out contribution. Contribution is equal to selling price minus variable cost per unit. If you minus, you will get contribution. 45 minus 30, 15 is contribution per unit. Contribution. The next question is, we need to find out PV ratio. Let us find out the PV ratio. When contribution is there, then the formula for PV ratio is contribution divided by selling price into 100. That is PV ratio. Contribution is how much? 15 per unit. Selling price is 45 per unit into 100 is 15 divided by 45 into 100 is 33.33. 33.33% is the PV ratio. Then next we need to find out break-even point in units and in rupees. BP in units and rupees. BP in units. Fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. Fixed cost is 4,50,000. Contribution per unit is 15. 15 3s are 45. So 30,000 units. Then we need to find out in rupees. BP in rupees. BP in units. In units into selling price. BP in units is 30,000. Selling price is 45. 30,000 into 45. 13,50,000. 13,50,000. Then next we have to find out what will be the selling price per unit if the break-even point is brought down to 75,000 units. Selling price, let us keep it as X, and new contribution, selling price minus variable cost, X minus 30, new BP in units is equal to fixed cost, that is 4,50,000 divided by contribution per unit X minus 30, and new BP in units is given, that is 75,000. Now X minus 30 is equal to 4,50,000 divided by 75,000. 4 lakh 50 divided by 75,000 is 6. X minus 30 is equal to 6. We need X. 6 plus 30 is X is equal to selling price is 36. Selling price is 36. Then last question we have, that is how many units are to be sold to earn a profit of 20% on sale. For that we need to find out the last question. Selling price per unit is 45. Number of required units is X. Then we have profit, that is 20% of sale. That meaning is 20% of X into 45. Sales into selling price per unit. Now 0.2 into 45x. 45x is equal to 45 into 0.2. 9x. Then total contribution is 15 into x. 15x. Profit is contribution minus fixed cost. Fixed cost we know. Profit is, what is the profit? That is 9x is equal to contribution is 15x minus 4,50,000. 4,50,000 is equal to 15x minus 9x. 4,50,000 is equal to 15 minus 9 is 6x. We need to find out x. 4,50,000 divided by 6. X is equal to 4,50,000 divided by 6 is 75,000. X is equal to 75,000 units. I hope you all understood. First, what we have done, we have calculated contribution. The formula to find out contribution is selling price minus variable cost. Then we will get contribution. PV ratio, when contribution is given, contribution divided by selling price into 100. I have done a shorts on PV ratio. All the ratios in different situations, whatever you are using for PV ratio, kindly watch that one. BEP in units. Fixed cost divided by contribution per unit, BEP in rupees, BEP in units into selling price. If you do, you will get BEP in rupees. And selling price we need to find out. X new contribution will be X minus 30. New BEP in units is given. That is fixed cost divided by contribution is equal to 75,000. So 4,50,000 divided by 75,000, x minus 30. Then x minus 30 is equal to 6. X is equal to 6 plus 30. X we need to find out. Selling price per unit is 36. Selling price per unit when 45. Number of required unit is x. Profit of 20% of sales. That is 20% of x into units into selling price per unit. 9x. Profit will be 9x. Total contribution is 15x. Profit is equal to contribution minus fixed cost. Profit is, we have calculated it is as 9x. Contribution as 15x. For fixed cost is 4,50,000. 4,50,000 is equal to 15x minus 9x is 6x. We need to find out x. That is 4,50,000 divided by 6 is 75,000 units. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.